has a number of film festivals, and the latest has a theme that's fun and different. It's called Full Speed Ahead.
It consists of not just movies, but also events, all of them about trains. 18 theaters, schools, and museums have joined together to put on what's called Full Speed Ahead. One of those organizations is the Maine Film Center in Waterville. We talked to its executive director, Mike Perot, about the movies being screened now through Sunday.
We begin with the one by Alfred Hitchcock. Perhaps not one of his best known films, but for me, anyway, one of his best, Strangers on a Train.
Strangers on a Train is probably one of the best classic films that I remember and love.
Even for Alfred Hitchcock, Strangers on a Train is a dark piece of work.
Want to hear one of my ideas for a perfect murder? You want to hear the busted light socket in the bathroom or the carbon monoxide in the garage?
Neither one. I may be old-fashioned, but I thought murder was against the law.
What is a life for two guys? Some people are better off dead.
It's a wonderful film. It's one of the 3 Hitchcock films that we'll be showing throughout Full Speed Ahead. And I think, especially given the name, that Hitchcock appreciated trains as much as we do.
Let me ask you about another one of the films in a very different vein. This is one of the funniest comedies that ever came out of Hollywood. Some Like It Hot.
Absolutely. It's one of the great film comedies of all time. Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis, Marilyn Monroe.
Not since the 7-year itch, so much Marilyn. The best picture this year will also be the funniest.
Good night, sugar.
Good night, honey.
You're going to be screening these films all over Maine. I'm not sure there's ever been a film festival that has had screenings in as many different places. Belfast, Bethel, Bucksport, Brunswick, Boothbay Harbor. That's just the bees. You've got more than a dozen different locations. How difficult was it to make this all work?
We've been working with these partners collaboratively for several years. And so every time we do it, it continues to build community. And we're really excited to be partnering statewide to showcase not only stories about trains, but also the value of local movie theaters to their communities.
It seems to me that one of the things a film festival should do is introduce people to a movie that is not necessarily new, but is one they're not familiar with. And I think that into that category falls The General, a silent film starring the great Buster Keaton.
It's actually going to be accompanied live by Carolyn Schwartz at the Portland Museum of Art on May 10th. And that is the kind of experience that you can't get at home. You have to go out and be with your neighbors in the theater to experience this. And I'm so excited about this special opportunity.
As part of the festival, you're not just going to be having the screenings of the movies, but you're going to be having talks and other things. Just give me a little snapshot of some of the other offerings.
You can actually engage with authors, with screenwriters, with professors, with artists at just about every single event that's going to be happening throughout the series. So you can take a discounted train ride in Unity. You can build a locomotive and passenger car from scratch by yourself in Alna, or you can even invite your mom to a Mother's Day tea on board a 1900 era steam train. And that's a really good weekend, I think. It's really full with lots of opportunities for all kinds of different audiences.
We started by talking about a Hitchcock film, Strangers on a Train. Let's end with another Hitchcock film, The Great. We've used that adjective a few times in this conversation, but it fits. Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest.
I know, I look vaguely familiar. There's something about my face.
It's a nice face. You're wanted for murder on every front page in America. I won't say a word.
How come?
It's a nice face.
One of my favorites of all time, and I think it's extra special because Michael Corita, the novelist and screenwriter, will be introducing that event in Damerscotta on May 8th.
The Full Speed Ahead Festival starts tonight. It runs through Sunday. We have a link on our News Center Maine app and website that'll give you all the information about the movies and the other events and when and where they are happening.
And one other note, anyone attending the festival is eligible for 15% off travel on all Downeaster trains through September 30th if you buy your train ticket at least 3 days in advance. Sounds appropriate. Well,